Gregory Sanger and Scott Gladstone back with you here. We are interviewing UW Superior head coach Joe Mooney after his team fell short today against Washington University of St. Louis by a score of 1-0. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a highly successful season and upon a pretty game effort today against the number 3 team in the nation. Did the game kind of play out the way you thought it would?
Yeah, I mean, I think, kind of talking at halftime, I felt like ideally if we could have drawn everything up and kind of had the ideal scenario, I feel like we went into it and I think we really kind of stuck to our game plan and played really well. Hats off to Joe Clark and his squad. They were terrific. I think they showed exactly why they're the number 3 team in the country. Very efficient, very structured, obviously very well coached, and some really just fantastic players on that squad. So, for us coming into the game, I think, again, if we could have drawn it up and said, this is the game plan to really give us a shot in this one, I think our guys executed it to just about perfection and obviously just came up short.
Coach, in the interview after the draw that you had, you said that gratitude was one of the words of the season. Now looking back, knowing that the season is over, how do you feel that the team has absorbed that feeling, that word of gratitude, and not being able to win in this first round, but being able to come to the NCAA tournament, continue to build this program from the mediocre or maybe even subpar kind of team that you inherited and turning it into a team that's coming and competing at the national tourney every year?
Yeah, I mean, we'll use that word gratitude, and our guys have really embraced that. And I think after the year that everybody had last year, just to be back and playing and to have a shot at a national tournament, obviously our guys were very thankful for that. We lost a member of our team earlier this year, Ryder Woodworth, to a car accident. And so I think, in the early stages of the year especially, it gave our guys a lot of perspective to know that, I mean, nothing is guaranteed. Even your next day here isn't guaranteed. And so, our guys really handled that with a lot of grace. Obviously, there was a lot of grieving there too. But I think that really played into that word gratitude as well. Just to know, again, that we're thankful that we're here and we get the opportunity to play. And then I think just there was a real gratitude for each other. Our guys really got close this year, and it was just a fun atmosphere to be a part of. And I think that was a big part of it. Yeah.
The wild card really in this contest for you was your goalkeeping. You lost your starting goalkeeper to a red card in the UMAC championship game. So you come in with a backup, and now he's a backup that's got over 500 minutes, but it's over 500 minutes in blowouts against teams that you're beating 8-0, 7-0, 18-0. So I can't imagine he was terribly challenged for the most part, but he came out here today and he stood on his head against a really, really good WashU squad, and we spent the whole game marveling about the job that Peyton Anderson did. Talk a little bit about that.
Amazing young man, and he's a fighter. I had no doubt in his ability. The long story on Peyton is he came in as a freshman after I basically told him we were full on our goalkeeping squad. Came in as a fifth-string goalkeeper. We kept him on because of his work rate, because of his, just his attitude and everything he brought, the value he brought kind of away from the field. And he just worked. And, he ended up in his junior year, he was the third-string guy. Both, the 1 and 2 went down in the same week. So he actually got 6 games, started 6 games for us, got 5 shutouts in that stretch. His junior year, senior year goes back to the number 2 spot. His second senior year, obviously freshman goalkeeper Alex Paredes, terrific goalkeeper. Peyton again takes the number 2 spot, but he's such a fighter, and he took it in stride. At the end of the day, all he wants to do is add value to our team, and he does such a terrific job with it. But, I had no doubt when he went into that game, he went in on a penalty kick and saved the penalty kick to keep us in that game. Otherwise, we're not here. I mean, there was less than 10 minutes left in the game. He made the stop there. He got us here, to Chicago. So to think he was going to do the same kind of job today, we all knew he would. The confidence we had in him, and you heard from Scott as well that our squad had in him. Terrific young man, terrific goalkeeper. We're going to miss him.
finally, I'll leave you with this last question before we turn to the next game. You got great seniors in this class, and I'm not going to pretend like I know who's coming back and who isn't with the extra year of eligibility. But of course, Blake Perry, Scott Wilson, Blake Doye, and a guy that's so fun to watch in Protas Babaya. What can you say about this senior class?
I love them. They've done everything for this program. You mentioned the strides that our program has taken, and they've been a part of it, as underclassmen, when we really started taking some of those heavy strides. And now I just think, have brought our program to a new level. And the example that they set for the younger guys, we're going to miss them terribly. But, man, they've left a legacy for our other guys to follow in. That word gratitude comes back. I mean, I'm so grateful for the effort, for the buy-in that those guys have produced. I love them. We're going to miss them.
Congrats on a great season, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congrats, and best of luck to you in the 2022 campaign with the Yellowjackets.
Thank you.
That is UW Superior head
Thanks,
coach Joe Mooney with us here on the post-game show. That it has turned into a pregame show, as we've got about 10 and a half minutes to go before